Hello, beautiful souls. How y'all doing? If you're new here, welcome. I'm Brainy, and this is Brainy Twin Gemini. If you're returning sub, welcome back. Love to have you part of our soul tribe and our loving vibe. A little bit about me personally. I believe to be on a twin flame journey. My twin and I brushed shoulders for a good couple of decades. We're at the same place at the same time. Divine timing. We finally met each other in 2019 after brushing shoulders for probably, as I said, a good couple of decades. We came into the most beautiful, rawest form of love, bubble love. It wasn't sustainable at that time. We went on our separate ways to complete our awakening and our healing. And by the grace of God, we are back together in physical embodiment this day. I'm merely just a messenger here. I was pushed, prodded, poked to come out as a messenger to debunk many of the myths out there, many of the, the falsehoods. There's a lot of parasites out there monopolizing off vulnerable people. Everything I do from pen to paper, always have, even when I was in physical separation myself, and I was provided with very, very key messages, wisdom, knowledge, however you resonate, to navigate back to my beautiful loving soul in the physical. Hence the reason why I'm here. I'm just think of me as a friend more than anything, a coach, a mentor, a guide. I'm truly here to help you find the light of oneself and ultimately the light of each other. I predominantly do masculine energy, but overall energy for the Twin Flame Collective in general. So, two things that are really, really standing out in the energy is communication and faith. And it's so beautiful because I feel like the masculine have went through some huge bouts of darkness, dark night of the soul, tower moments, however you resonate. But feminine energy, and again, just energy, don't get caught in that spiritual trap. You energetically lifted your masculine up and brought them to the light. And that's likely because of the unconditional love that you had for your masculine. You could feel that sadness and that darkness. So you instinctively, energetically brought the light back to them. This journey is, it is plagued with darkness and it's blessed with light. And you have to energetically help each other get to that light. And beautiful feminine energy, you've done so much for this masculine. You may not visually see, but energetically you are a goddess. This masculine is dreaming like crazy, and you're always frequenting their dreams. And I always say dreams are such a very, very important element of this journey as well. The more frequently you dream of each other, the closer you are to each other in physical harmony and embodiment. And I feel like feminine energy, you frequently dream of your masculine, but that is now reciprocated. So now they're dreaming about you frequently. And, and the love that they feel for you. So in their dreams, they have this intense love for you. And I know this seems strange, and I'm merely just a messenger. When they started dreaming about you a while ago, you were far away in their dreams. Physically, you're getting closer and closer and closer to them in physical, in the dream. So the closer you come to them in the dream, the closer you come to each other in physical embodiment. Dreams are very important and significant because I'm sure many of you can relate. If you have a dream about somebody that you haven't seen in a long time, miraculously, the phone rings or there's a text on the phone from that someone. So this is such an important milestone for this Twin Flame Collective. The communication is out like so strong out there. And I feel like there is going to be communication coming. And I always say, like, sometimes don't always look for it, like, the knock on the door, the text. It may come from divine source, God, universe. And it will be so profound that it is just going to restore your faith immediately. The one thing with the masculine energy right now is they're feeling like this is a little bit one-sided, that you don't reciprocate the love that they feel. This journey is a tough journey because there's so much interference, but truly and ultimately the interference is oneself, because that ego is always in the forefront of the journey, and that is the chatter of the mind. And even though your heart is pulling you in one direction, your mind is pulling you in another direction. And it's this constant battle within oneself. And, you know, your heart's saying, well, you know, I love this person so much. It's like I've never felt this way in my entire being and my entire life. And then your mind takes you to a place, to the darkness that says, oh, this is just a fabrication. This is not real. You know, the faith is what and the unconditional love is what truly steers the ship in this journey. And if you get lost in that rabbit hole of the mind, then you'll just remain stuck there. But the masculine is feeling a little bit of this one-sidedness. They realize that you're a mirror soul, that you're a mirror of each other. You mirror the beautiful, beautiful love and the light, but you also mirror some of the darkness. This is a mirror that doesn't cast judgments. There's no, like, the veil doesn't exist. So this is the mirror of your true authentic self. And when you look into each other, you are looking at a mirror of each other, good and bad, light and dark, you know. So they realize that. And why is that? Because during this purification process, this massive cleansing that's taking place with the Twin Flame Collective, and it is taking place. If you're part of this collective, you'll know, because you'll just you'll feel like fluish. That's your body ascending. You may just feel like lethargic, tired, aches, pains, and most importantly, this clearing of bodily fluids. And it could come in any form, from your eyes, your ears, your nose, your lungs. If this is occurring, you are part of the purification and the cleansing process, and I'm so happy for you. There was a question or a comment on my channel that said, did you feel the purification and cleansing when I was in physical separation? I'll tell you right now, I was purifying and cleansing my nose, my sinuses. To me, that was a third eye activation, but it was nonstop for months. Months. And it wasn't like I had a cold. It was just I would blow out this white stuff. And yes, I absolutely felt it. And I feel like some things that happen to me, I'm like, you know, because I'm a messenger, things happen to me and then others follow suit, and there is a huge purification. But one of the most important things that's clearing right now is the crown chakra. And the reason why I love the crown chakra is, well, we all know it's located at the top of the head. It governs the upper brain. And when developed, it brings knowledge, wisdom, understanding, spiritual connection, and bliss. So whatever you did to this masculine over the course of the last couple of days, feminine, you've brought them to this wisdom. You've brought them to each other. I want to say you both have done that. And this this bliss. So you may feel this sense of calm, this sense of peace. It's absolutely beautiful. You've helped. You are, I want to say, an angel that helped balance and recalibrate and rejuvenate and regenerate this masculine's energy. Because believe it or not, when they were in that darkness, they were crying for you energetically to help them. And you may have heard their cries. So beautiful. I love it so much. I also feel that the higher power, which to me, I resonate with God. If you resonate with higher power, source, universe, divine, resonate with what you resonate with. I always resonate with God consciousness. I believe that's all within us. But I believe the higher power is taking, helping steer the ship. So some very, very powerful messages are coming. Some, I want to say, divine intervention. If some of you are stuck, that like God is stepping in and pushing you along. And I feel like this communication is one of those things, because we become stubborn, and that's the ego, because sometimes we're afraid to face up to the love, because sometimes it's better not to know than to know, because there's always that element of rejection there. That's the ego steering the ship, not the heart. And the masculine wants you to keep the faith, but I do believe that there is some divine intervention. This masculine is in a very good energetic space right now, heart space, and I feel a lot of it has to do with your unconditional love, feminine energy. I do read some, troubling comments sometimes too, where it's fairly negative, and I mean, that's your ego, that's your chatter. No one can tell you you're on this journey. No one can tell you when you can come together. That is all contingent on your soul, and whether you're ready to accept, embrace, surrender, let go of all of the confines of your ego, or not. People out there that are encouraging you to pay like hundreds and thousands of dollars to bring you into union with your twin, or reunion with your twin. There's only one power, higher power, that can make that happen. That's ultimately yourself. And when you connect to your higher self and your higher, your higher consciousness, I'm very skeptical of people manipulating divine. And if they promise something like that, it's a divine detour. It's not a divine intervention, because it's just for profitable gain of vulnerable hearts. Be very careful there. If the masculine can say anything to you, what would it be? And I plan on communicating to you very soon. Communication is very, very powerful right now in the universe, in the source, in everywhere, in your aura, in your orbit. They want you to know that you are the rock and foundation, and our love keeps me grounded. So no matter what trial and tribulation they go through, they always come back to the love in their heart of you. It's equally as difficult for them as it is for you. You may not see the trials and tribulations they go through, but they go through them. And if they're trapped in a toxic karmic relationship, that is their trial and tribulation. And they're having to learn more lessons because they haven't completed their karmic contract in order to come to you with purity. And I want to just say purity. When I was in your physical presence, I was my true authentic self. You both are. There is no false self. The veil is gone. The mask doesn't exist. When you come into each other, you give each other a taste of what your true authenticity is. It's not sustainable. Your heart would explode from the inside out. You have to move and go on your journey of separation, physical, even though you're always energetically together. It's a physical separation to see if you can endure the rigor of your soul, I want to say, and get to that self-love, your soul purpose. Just get rid of all the baggage, dirtiness that you've been brought to in your life, and it's not your fault. Don't ever blame yourself. It's life, unfortunately. And lastly, nothing can sever our soul bond. So despite the physical separation and the longing for each other to be together in the physical, nothing can sever. It's a soul bond. The soul isn't visible. You can't touch, feel it. But it is very, very, I want to say, it's who we are. And if this is truly your journey, nothing can sever the bond. You know, you can sever it temporarily by willing it away, but you always migrate back to the love because you're meant to. If you're not new, you know that I believe signs and synchronicities come. It's a very, very powerful part of this journey. The reason why is when you come into each other, you awaken each other, and you spark that awakening within each other, and then you awaken to the most beautiful, wonderful things. And awareness is awakening. And when you come into each other, all of a sudden you start noticing things that you never noticed before. And signs and synchronicities are very powerful, or very significant in the journey. Numbers, you know, all sorts of things, you know, frequent numbers. You may see them on license plates, billboards. Just, you're not looking for them, they come. Same with, I firmly believe animals come at the most beautiful time. And today's animal spirit messages are, for the feminine energy, it's ant spirit, and it's time to collaborate. I feel like this so resonates with communication, collaboration, communication. Maybe it's time to collaborate with like-minded souls. You know, not everybody understands the, I want to say, complexity of this journey. So maybe it's time to collaborate with like-minded souls and recalibrate your journey, because people that don't understand will be the venom in this journey, and they'll just say, this person's an asshole, move on, you don't deserve this, blah, 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 blah. Yeah, you're in physical separation. And do you deserve to be treated that way? Absolutely not. But you're putting yourself in that prison, because there's no way your masculine energy wants you to be there. So collaborate. The masculine animal spirit message today is time for a beginner mind. Absolutely. New beginnings, rejuvenation, recalibration. They're feeling enlightened and blissful. That crown chakra is open. Spiritual knowledge and wisdom is coming. And all of this knowledge and wisdom is time for a beginner mind. Take that wisdom, take that knowledge, take that enlightenment, take that bliss, and do something positive with it. And it's so beautiful. And the overall, I love this so much. The overall animal spirit message today is koala, spirit, and spirit has a plan. And all of this totally resonates with higher power, divine intervention, shaking and moving up some things. If it's been stalemated, you will get a little kick in the ass. I know it sounds harsh, but sometimes when we remain stuck, something very beautifully and significant comes to give us a gentle push to go back to our faith and love, and not to the bitterness and hate. You know, it is a roller coaster ride of emotions. So you can feel one thing one moment and something very different the next moment. But the journey is about faith and unconditional love. And if you navigate that way, then you navigate to the truth of oneself. And, well, you'll see where that destination leads you to. Two other messages for your beautiful loving souls today is, you are a jewel even though you may not see it. What you consider imperfect is an illusion. Even in darkness, you shine eternally bright. And that's exactly it. What you consider imperfect is an illusion. And even in the darkness, you shine eternally bright. As I said earlier, this journey is about dark and light. But ultimately, you get to the light and you stay there. Yeah, there's a few shadows here and there, but ultimately you shine bright. And you got to remember that my love is like an ocean, forever longing for your shore. You are an eternal ocean of love. I close my eyes and my heart is filled with rose quartz light. Absolutely. Everything about this message is beautiful. A couple key takeaways from this message is communication and faith. It's very, very powerful in your aura, in your orbit, and I'm very happy for you. And thank you all so much for your love, your likes, your comments. And yes, if any of this resonates, kindly hit the subscribe for more videos like this. I've got oodles and oodles of stuffs in the works. Everything I do for you, beautiful, beautiful, blessed souls. And like and comment. Love your comments. Have a beautiful day, folks.